This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Well, we're going to heat up the U.S. title scene here.
Got to watch out for.
No, I don't have to watch out for anything. Nikita Koloff has to watch out for me. For somebody that wants me so bad, he sort of just walked off this set and totally ignored me being out here. You know, it's real easy to say you're so tough. Well, it's real easy to blindside somebody come from behind. Sure, knock Ray Taylor out with a clothesline when he doesn't know it's coming. Well, knock me out face to face. Do something all by yourself. Forget Ivan Koloff. Forget the Kremlin. Let's see what kind of guts are deep down inside you. Now, you made a real special stipulation. You said that you wouldn't meet me for this most coveted title right here unless I met your special challenge. Russian chain match. Well, I'm no dummy. I know that the Russian Bear, real expert in those kind of matches. I'm sure you picked his brain for every little bit of information you can get out of him to make you just as bad an expert as he is. Well, I'm just as bad a cat as you've ever stepped in the ring with. And if it's a chain match you want, if you want to try to drag me all the way around that ring, then go for it. I'm not backing down. Yeah, I'm real proud to be American. I'm proud to be the United States heavyweight champion. And if you think you can put me out in any kind of match, that's fine. Go for it, my friend, because that's going to end it all.
That's for you, Nikita Koloff. We're coming right back. Don't you dare move.
Something I've really gotten a bigger appreciation for is Magnum's promos, man.
Yeah.
He could do them.
Yeah. What a tragedy, man. What a tragedy.
And yet another one. Here we go.
This man with me made a big impression to everybody on World Championship Wrestling last week. Joe Nighthawk Coltrane.
Hey, Tony, how you doing today? You know, I'd like to say thank you to all the fans out there, you know, for all the letters and support that they gave me over the last week. I'd like to also say hello to all the wrestling fans all over the world. You know, it's a real nice day outside today, Tony, but, you know, I woke up feeling a little trouble. You know, I've been worried about my buddy, my friend, Pistol Paz Waller. You know, that is not the Pistol that I know. I've known Pistol for a long time, and, you know, Pistol, I'd like to say to you, if you need help, you know, come to me, and I'll help you the best I can. And Boogie, you know, I've known you for a long time too, and you know, it's kind of downtrodden thing, you know, but you know, we're gonna work this thing out, you know, Tony, and I think we're gonna work it out. You know?
Okay, Joe Nighthawk Coltrane with us on World Championship Wrestling. Back to the ring.
What the fuck was that, Tony?
That was a 1 minute interview with 13 or 14 in it.
Dude, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, is this Jerry Jarrett in disguise here?
It's because he started to say, "Hey, Tony, how you doing?" You know, that's the first thing he said.
I couldn't believe that's what we're starting with.
Yeah. Okay, so compare that to Magnum. There's no comparison. Again, Magnum's wreck is a tragedy. He was going to be a big star, as you could see. The fire in his eyes. He was believable. It was, you know, he's the one that he and I talked a lot because he's from Virginia as well. He's from the coast. He's from the Tidewater area. And he and I talked. Magnum and I were very friendly. We talked a lot. He had a great mind of the business. He really did. And that's why Dusty had him as assistant booker back in the early 90s. Had a great mind for the business, was really a pretty cool about it. And he and I talked about this, and I bring this up. He said there was always the hook that brought you back as a wrestling fan back in the day when kayfabe was alive, because he said most fans would think, nah, you know, this is not real. But then there would be one thing that they would look at and say, but that's real.
Yes.
And he said that was the hook they kept bringing you back. And he tried to be that hook. He tried to be real. He didn't try to say funny stuff. He was serious, as he was doing the interview as a man who was really pissed off the Russians would do. And it came across that way. And you thought Magnum and Nikita were real, and the feud was real. And that's what made that best of 7, which is coming up here, a wonderful thing, a memorable thing. I don't know when it's coming up, but it's coming up soon.
This summer.
Yeah.
The Great American Bash Tour.
Okay. So none of it's on. Did they put some of it on TV?
Yeah. We had some on the network. Who knows? You know, it might be up a hog's ass now, but we'll somebody will rip it down and put it on YouTube or something. So
that's an undercover hillbilly line. It's up a hog's ass.
No, listen, that is A hillbilly line. My grandfather used to say that. And the first time he said it, I looked at him and I said, "What does that mean?" He said, "I'll explain it when you're older." That's an Arn Anderson line right there, is it not?
Yeah. Love the hog's ass.
Arn up with some random stuff. He still does.
Yeah.
Man, he was grinning like an anteater eating a June bug. What? What does that even mean?
You dress up, my favorite. You dress up. He said, "You look like a trash can with a hula skirt on."
What does that even
A
mean?
trash can with a hula skirt on. Or when I wore that all purple, "You look like an Easter egg and you're the shape of one." Oh God. You know what I need to do? I just need to write down these lines or record them or something.
Oh my God, that should be like a toilet book. Remember those were a thing back 30 years ago?
Right.
Just Arn Anderson's book of one-liners.
Uh-huh.
People would buy that.
Yes. Oh, yes, they would. Which reminds me, you had said, and I thought about this before we started to roll tape here. You talked about how collectibles are big now.
Yeah.
I found down in the basement in the baseball room 2 packs of WCW trading cards.
Oh, how fun is that?
Okay, but I think these are kayfabe trading cards because they're in a little white box and written on it in ink, WCW trading cards. So these may have been like
not released ones.
Yes.
Do not fuck around with those.
Okay.
We will open them live.
Okay.
And film it.
All right.
And yeah, we'll have some fun with this.
Do not fuck around with those. I don't know what's in there. And I don't know how I got them.
We're going to find out. It's going to be a little bit like, remember when Geraldo was looking for the gangsters? Yeah. So that's what we're
Al Capone's vault. Yeah. Okay.
That's what we're going to do.
Okay.
And we'll open it up and it'll just be a bunch of fucking Terry Taylor cards.
Oh, Jesus.
And just play the song. Wah, 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 wah,
yeah.
Wah.
Yeah.
We are going to have some game stuff coming to adfreeshows.com over the next month or so.
Game stuff. I love game stuff.
Like game shows.
Oh, that's great. Like Jeopardy.
Like WrestleGamia.
WrestleGamia.
Yep.
Who's going to be the host of WrestleGamia? Lauren Cleopatra Yaffe? Okay.
Efren? Well, you asked, and I cleared my throat thinking, oh, he's going to be mad at me.
Ronnie Garvin, man, hands of stone here, buddy. Tony Zane, another, I've mentioned before, another Rome kid.
This is what it would look like if Taz was stretching a boy named Cleopatra.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to World Championship Wrestling. Ronnie Garvin's still just stretching his ass. Come on, get up. Oh, holy shit. I think Ronnie's pissed off here.
In real life, he'd be one of the last people I'd want to fuck with.
Yeah, look at that. I think those are shooting headbutts.
Well, he shouldn't really be headbutting people. That's not cool.
No, that's not cool. I mean, but you can tell he's like, I don't know, maybe it's part of what he wants. Okay, back to risky business. He used that term a lot, and I know Dusty'd used it a lot, but Ronnie used it twice. And it's almost as if Flair and they were going to name Flair and Garvin risky business. Name that match.
That doesn't happen until a year later.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think that's
okay.
They weren't thinking that far in advance.
Stay down, Tony.
Yeah, be smart if you would just stay down.
Yeah, Wahoo was a very good worker. He really worked light.
Oh,
here we go.
Here's Taz Jr. or Senior, as it were.
To get Ric Flair, the hands wants to get Ric Flair in a cage, and you say that's the only way to settle the issue.
I think so, and obviously it's a lot of people's opinion because I get a lot of fan mail. I like to say thank you for all your letters. I think the only way to solve the problem, to come to an end, is to have a cage match. And Ric Flair, you're looking at risky business when you stand in a ring in a cage with Ronnie Garvin. Now, you were born with a big mouth, and you've been running it all your life. It's a fact. But I was born with a heck of a right hand, and I'm going to close that mouth. I'm going to close it for good. You see, somebody has to do the job, and I'm the man for the job, and I'm very well qualified to do it. You see, I came very close a few times, and you ran out of the ring. You got disqualified. We won an hour. You're a 60-minute man, all right. But I'm going to tell you, risky business, serious business we're talking about in a cage match where everything goes. You can't run out, so where do you go, Ric Flair? You got to face the music. You got to face me. And that's music you ain't going to like because it's not going to be very soft for your ears. Now you can't get disqualified. You go around the country defending your title and brag about how long you've been a champion. I'm going to tell you why you've been so long a champion is because you get disqualified. Now, in a cage, there's no disqualification. You can't run out, so there's got to be a winner. And you're looking at him.
Ron Garvin, man with the hands of stone. We're coming right back.
That's a pretty good promo.
Yeah, that was good. A couple of things there. He said risky business a number of times, which he has said leading into this.
Dusty, that's usually a Dusty phrase. So here we go. You want to talk about a promo. We'll come back to your risky business comment, but here's...
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.